Hello students, how are you? I hope you all are fit and fine. So dear students, as you know that a revision of sample paper 2 is going on, but some students have doubt in poem 6 on Jennifer's Tigers. So that is why in this video I am going to explain the poem. Later once again we will start discussion of sample paper 2. So let us begin. Aunt Jennifer's Tiger. Take out your book and open it at page number 103. Okay. About the poet Adrian Rich. Here, Aunt Jennifer's Tiger, written by Adrian Rich. Adrian Rich. Okay. It is written by Adrian Rich. About the poet Adrian Rich, 1929, was born in Baltimore, Maryland, USA. She is widely known for her involvement in contemporary women's movement as a poet and theorist. She has published 19 volumes of poetry, 3 collections of essays and other writings. A strong resistance to racism and militarism echoes through her work. So the poem, which has been written by written by Adrian Rich. In her poem, you can see the resistance to racism and militarism echoes. She raises the voice against women exploitation in her poem. The poem Aunt Jennifer's Tigers addresses the constraints of married life a woman experiences. So the poem which we are going to read, it is about the constraints of a woman after she gets married. What are the ordeals she has to go through after getting married? What are the ordeals which a woman has to go through? This poem tells us. What does the title of the poem suggest you? Are you reminded of other poems of tigers? So what does the title suggest? Aunt Jennifer's Tigers. The title suggests us that Aunt Jennifer must have a pet tiger, but it is not like that in the poem. Aunt Jennifer's tigers prance across a screen, bright topaz denizens of a world of green. They do not fear the men beneath the tree. They pace in a sleek, chivalric certainty. The poet, in the first stanza, the poet Adrian Rich tells us that in this poem, Aunt Jennifer has, let me write the hard word and their meanings from first stanza, then I'll explain. Topaz here. Topaz, it's not E. From stanza 1, the first word. What I'm writing, topaz. Okay, the first word is topaz. Topaz means a transparent yellow precious stone. A transparent precious yellow stone. Okay, a transparent yellow precious stone, sorry, a transparent yellow precious stone. Next word is denizens. Denizens. Denizens means dwellers. Denizens means dwellers. Next word is sleek. Sorry. It is sleek. Elegant and well groomed. Elegant and well groomed. Okay. Next word is chivalric. 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 Chivalric means honorable and brave. Honorable and brave. Chivalric means honorable and brave. Okay, let me rub it and write down the remaining words from stanza 1. Certainty. Certainty. Certainty means confidence. Certainty means here confidence. Okay. So it's all about the hard words and their meanings from stanza 1. Let us go through the explanation. Aunt Jennifer's Tigers. Let us first discuss about the poem. In this poem, dear students, the poet wants to tell us, the poet wants to convey a message about the exploitation of women, how the women are being exploited in the society after getting married. They are not able to express themselves. So in this poem, the poet tells us the condition of a woman, the condition of women after they got married, how in this male dominated society they are not free to express themselves. They are not free to do what they want to do. Aunt Jennifer's tigers prance across a screen, bright topaz denizens of a world of green. They do not fear the men beneath the tree. They pace in a sleek, chivalric certainty. So in these lines, the poet says that Aunt Jennifer's tigers prance across the screen. Aunt Jennifer's tigers are jumping across the screen. Aunt Jennifer has created tigers on the screen. Aunt Jennifer, in this poem, Aunt Jennifer has created tigers on a screen, on the panel, and these tigers on the panel, they are jumping fearlessly. They are jumping fearlessly. They do not fear the men beneath the tree. The men who are standing beneath the tree, these tigers, do not afraid of them. They are jumping with elegant, well-groomed, honorable and brave. They are showing confidence. Okay, they are fearlessly. They are jumping on the screen. They do not afraid of the men who are standing under the tree. Okay, so what does the poet wants to convey? The poet wants to convey that here Aunt Jennifer symbolizes to all the women who has to go through this exploitation. Okay, all the women who have to go through this exploitation, Aunt Jennifer stands for them. So it is symbolism has been used here. So Aunt Jennifer has created tigers which are prancing, jumping, running freely on the screen. So Aunt Jennifer wants to express her feeling, express herself freely, but she is not allowed to do, as she belongs to a society which is male dominated. In a male dominated society, women like Aunt Jennifer are not free to express themselves freely. So that is why she created tigers, which shows that she wants to move freely, she wants to express herself freely, as the tigers are moving, as the tigers are prancing on the panel. Aunt Jennifer's fingers fluttering through her wool find even the ivory needle hard to pull. The massive weight of Uncle's wedding band sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand. Aunt Jennifer's fingers fluttering through her wool. So when Aunt Jennifer is creating these tigers on the panel, she could not pull the ivory needle. She finds it difficult because the massive weight of Uncle's wedding band sits heavily upon her, upon Aunt Jennifer's hand, because of the responsibilities which she got after getting married. Because of those responsibilities, now she is not able to. She becomes old. She has become old now, and she is not able to pull the ivory needle comfortably, easily. She is facing problem. Okay. When Aunt is dead, her terrified hands will lie, still ringed with ordeals she was mastered by. In the last stanza, the poet says that when Aunt Jennifer is dead, finally, when Aunt Jennifer is dead, her hands will show the difficult experiences. Ordeals means difficult experiences which she went through her all life. Okay, which she had to come across her all life, the difficult experiences. Even though when Aunt Jennifer will get die, her hands will show those, her hands will express those difficult experiences mastered by the tigers in the panel that she made will go on prancing proud and unafraid, and the tiger which she has created with those hands will keep on prancing, will keep on jumping on the panel which she has created. So in this poem, the poet wants to convey us the message how the women are the victim of exploitation in the society. They cannot express themselves, as in this poem Aunt Jennifer wanted to be free like the tiger, as they do not afraid of the men, but the in the society the women have to afraid of the men, because the society is male dominated. Okay, let me write some more hard words and their meanings from stanza 2 and 3, then we will discuss the poetic devices used in this poem. in stanza 2. Ivory. Ivory means made of tusk of an elephant. Made of tusk of an elephant. Audience. Now stanza third. From stanza third. Ordeals means difficult experiences. Difficult experiences. Okay, ordeals means difficult experiences. Okay, now let us discuss poetic devices used in this poem. The first poetic device is alliteration. Where is the use of alliteration? In fluttering fingers and prancing proud. Fluttering fingers and prancing proud. Fluttering fingers and prancing proud. Repetition of F here and repetition of B here. Okay. Second one, imagery. Second poetic device is imagery. Where is imagery? Bright topaz denizens. Bright topaz denizens. As the poet imagines the tiger, the dwellers of bright, they are like a bright topaz, like a shining yellow precious stone. Okay, so she imagines them, that is why it is imagery. Okay, next one is symbolism. Symbolism. So first, tigers. Symbolism. Tigers, they are the symbol of freedom of spirit. They are the symbol of freedom of spirit. That is why a tiger symbolism. Next symbolism, Aunt Jennifer. Aunt Jennifer itself was symbolism because it described the women suppressed patriarchal women suppressed. Let me write down. Let me write it and write down. Okay. You can take the screenshot. Symbolism I will write down again. Okay. You can take the screenshot of alliteration imagery. Symbolism I am going to write down. Symbolism. Tigers. First, tigers, because they refer freedom of spirit. Okay. Second one is Aunt Jennifer. Aunt Jennifer. It refers the women suppressed. The women suppressed patriarchal society. Women suppressed patriarchal society. Patriarchal society. Women suppressed patriarchal society. The next symbolism is wedding band. Wedding band. It refers to oppressing in marriage. Oppressing in marriage. Okay. And next is uncle. Uncle shows here male chauvinism. Chauvinism. Okay. Uncle shows here male chauvinism. Okay, so these are the poetic devices which have been used in this poem. Okay. More poetic device you will have to find out on your own. Go through the poem and try to find out more poetic devices used in this poem. Okay. Let us discuss more about the poem through the supporting material which I have shared with you in the group 2. Let us begin. Aunt Jennifer's Tigers, written by Adrian Rich. Adrian Rich is widely known for her involvement in contemporary women's movement as a poet and theorist. She focuses on feminist poems expressing her anger. Her poetry changed a lot of people's, especially women's, view towards the way they lived their lives and their role in society. So the poem Aunt Jennifer's Tigers bring forth the message that women need to live for themselves and not to be depend on men. Also, it addresses the constraints of married life experienced by a woman in a male dominated world. So what are the points which we must keep remember in the poem? Aunt Jennifer's tigers symbolize spirit of freedom which she herself is bereft of. The tigers are the dwellers of green forest, are fearless and ferocious. This is a stark contrast to the suppressed womanhood in Aunt's personality. Uncle made her life very burdensome. The expression massive weight of Uncle's wedding band symbolizes male dominance. Ringed refers to the confines, constraints, and the demands of marriage that bind a woman with the vicious grip of her unhappy married life. Even after her death, she would feel terrified by the trauma which she faced due to her dominating husband, male dominated society. Aunt Jennifer's tigers will survive even after her death. The tigers she knitted on the panel will remain fearless, brave, and majestic. The aunt herself will remain alive through her art from that is poem. Poetic devices we have already discussed, so we need not discuss here. You can take the screenshot if earlier you haven't taken. Okay. Now let us go through the stanza based examination type questions. Aunt Jennifer's tigers prance across a screen, bright topaz denizens of a world of green. They do not fear the men beneath the tree. They pace in sleek, chivalric certainty. So read this stanza. So name the poetic device in the last line. The answer also given here. That is alliteration. Let's check the last line. They pace in sleek, chivalric certainty. So chivalric certainty. It is alliteration. What was Aunt Jennifer doing at that moment? So she was embroidering tigers on a piece of woolen cloth, or we can also write she was knitting tigers on a piece of woolen clothes. What do tigers symbolize? So tigers symbolize fearlessness. The tiger symbolize here fearlessness, bravery, and self-confidence. What are the traits of tigers that are a contrast to the aunt? So the tigers are fearless and chivalric, whereas the aunt's own married life has left her weak and timid. Okay, now look at this stanza and practice answers to these questions which are given on the basis of this stanza. When aunt is dead, her terrified hands will lie, still ringed with ordeals she was mastered by. The tigers in the panel that she made will go on prancing proud and unafraid. So these are the questions. What is the status of the aunt in her family? Why are aunt's hands said to be terrified? Explain still ringed with ordeals. What will happen to her tigers after her death? So these are the questions, answers to which you must write. Now answer the following questions in 30 to 40 words. So you must take the screenshot and must practice these questions. What do the tigers appear? Where do the tigers appear? Write two qualities of the tigers as depicted by the poet. Why is the ivory needle hard to pull? What is the significance of the wedding ring in Aunt Jennifer's life? Fourth one, do you sympathize with Aunt Jennifer? Why? Why not? Aunt Jennifer's fingers fluttering through her wool find even the ivory needle hard to pull. The massive weight of Uncle's wedding band sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand. Now, why are Aunt Jennifer's fingers fluttering? What is the result of fluttering? Explain the massive weight of Uncle's wedding band. What is Aunt Jennifer's state of mind? What images and symbols has the poet used to express women's domination by men? So please you must go through these questions. I am showing you once again. You can take the screenshot, or you may pause the video and write down. This supporting material has also been shared in the WhatsApp group. From there you can also practice. So dear students, you must practice this material as it is very helpful for your board examination. So okay, it's all about today's class. So thank you for watching this video. Now see you tomorrow with a new topic.